Abusiafo Kojo Ghana TV Sunye. Ene oma Ghana yanti asam de Black Thursday. Esanse ye mame the former first lady Nana Kunedu Ajeman Rawlings. The late Jerry John Rawlings ne honkani and then free more than a binkum so ye may before my yet say Rich Hospital, a man home to don't know, and I want to call ya or Danny Binkum so. It be say Nira, a year Papa G in our funnel. When Mr. Ghana for the Basse and Casa on OKFM and Prophet Telvin Adjei Sowah, and so I didn't come with the home. FO would also buy Kojo Ghana TV near Bachamenti. Video credits OK FM.
I believe that in many conditions, I will say certain things like this, we watch it, we know it, we have seen it, we understand it. But as I always say, I don't play the angel of death. So now I've that company, I'm not part of it. Yes. So those things has been seen. We've noticed all these things coming on exactly by the grace of God. But mainly, what we do is that people get to a certain age and a certain stage that when they're about to leave the face of the earth, we leave it to be because that's the pathway. And then once they fulfill that angle, that's it. Then we hope for the best and then we follow their legacy and then we learn from them. What matters the most is what they've left behind, is what is supposed to be carried along. And then the families build and then we say to them, we give them our condolences. So that's the main thing that I would bring to pass on that angle.
Yama me Nana Kunedu Ajeman Rawlings, ni di man see a lot of commentary as usual. Ebi say ni kuna be fa no ko. Ebi say I'm hearing that a lot say Rawlings abe fa ne ko. Yeah, obi bisa or do we have something like that? Say obi to me wuna wabe fa ne yire anane ba anani kunu say ome join in wasamando. Do we have something like that?
It does not exist.
Okay.
In the realm of the spirit does not exist. The situation is in the realm of the spirit there are certain structures that are strange in the realm of the spirit. And if I say obi beka say bia Ghana hanum Eiffel Tower si Ghana it's not here. Once you are in Ghana, you know that it is not here. Okay. The same way in the realm of the spirit, there's nothing like Obiewu, Nani, Busuenia, Befaniko. It cannot happen. Because death in itself is initiated by the angel of death. So if a person dies, there is no relative that can pick you. It's spiritual entities that have that function. And that specific work. So your relative cannot even call you forth in any angle. And dear, it is death that she's dead. Okay. And I've already seen these things coming, all these angles, but this is a death that we would say that the person is, far gone in age. She's lived all the legacies that is possible to live. She's been there. She's represented as the first person to stand as a presidential candidate, the first female. She's been able to stand as a vice president for so many years. What else do you want her to do? First lady, sorry, for so many years. What else do you want her to do? Yeah. She's actually outdone most things that many people could have done. And I believe that she has gotten to a stage where what has to come through has fallen into its angle. Everything has its own spiritual connotations, but I believe, these are some of the things that would happen for certain things.
76 years.
Yes, and that's quite a lot. Yeah.
Papa, Nkrofobi say, Ayana, is there a way I yetimi etwi owu no ko far na omotena sekakra na when the time is right you can't do anything about it?
Yes. One say a people to say their type death can always be extended, can be tempered with in many ways. But then once the person accepts their final work, that at least I've done quite a lot and I've gotten to a point, and I think this point, there is free. I'm just waiting until my final moments. That's basically it. And I think that's a point where some people get to, and then they go off. But then once they seek for that spiritual extension, that work will be done for them, and then the best will be executed. Okay. That's how it is.
Okay. So in conclusion, no, nebrena song and oko, it has nothing to do with say bibi anyhow, a natural or ana.
Most of those ones, they will consult such information.
Okay.
Exactly. I'll consult such information because death is something that is very difficult. So I always try to stay away from it. You know, sometimes we even prophesy about death, things that are coming on, but then we say it in a very different manner. And then when I'm saying it, I'll even be smiling. So you would think I'm sharing candies, but I'm speaking about something crucial. So I try to stay away from it as much as I can.
Wow. So is that all for the year? And I still na paying for no be anymore. A teacher for be 2025. I say I can't cry near. But I still no an any prominent people aircopa. Are we done? Yama men and I could do Adjei Rawlings or bear last, and I be where your name still.
Oh no, I think in another time we'll discuss it. Okay. Yeah, once I have a chance to bring forth those people, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now no, we will, so let's watch the atmosphere.
That's good. That's good. Now back to our topic of the day.
As the Lord lives.
Yes, and yeah, Bible say, obi destiny or the abawi ase no. Can the destiny be destroyed? Say, Nyankopon elbow no, or me say. Me baba ye be a king, and I me baba ye president, and I me baba ye billionaire, and I me baba ye doctor. So when yame na abo me sa, bibi betumi asesa de nyame abo me say me meye no, and nothing can change our destiny.
Destiny. All right then. So in the reality of life, destiny is fate in itself. Fate, Fate. In this condition, destiny is something that is proposed for the future, something you are predestined for. In the hierarchy and the system and the season we live in now, we live in a season where we do not rely on faith, but we rely on faith, which is Faith. Now, the reason is destiny in itself, as the purpose of our future, can entirely be redirected in several ways, destroyed in several ways, unless there is an intervention. And that's how some of those things come to pass. There are several accounts in the Bible where people's destinies were squashed, delayed, held, and then almost destroyed until there was an intervention. Daniel went into prayer. Daniel offered prayer, and his people went behind his back and they made a very strong gossip against him, and then he was placed into lion's den. His destiny was ended at that point in time until God brought an intervention that redeemed his life to prove to the people that they cannot destroy that which is anointed. The same Daniel offered prayer in Daniel chapter 10, and then his prayer was held by the prince of Persia. So the answers to fulfill his purpose was held until consistent action was taken, and then that prayer was released. So destiny can be tempered with, can be destroyed, can be squashed, but the way to be able to deal with it is to maintain the consistency. So as for your destiny, you can be predestined to become a king, you can be declared, prophesied upon to become great, but then we are in the hierarchy of the survival of the fittest. It's the strongest that will beat, and if they are able to put in strong direction, they will tamper with your reality, and if they tamper with your reality, they can break your will and destroy you.
Obiana onyame bono no or born with destiny, and anybody who God created them, but there's no destiny for them.
Okay. Everybody was created on the face of the earth with a pathway. The Bible said, for he whom he foreknew, he called. So he whom he called, he justifies. And he whom he justifies, he glorifies. So he whom he foreknew, he predestined. He predestined them. So once you are born, the potential for your success is opened in various possible ways. And then something that is destined for your original timeline, if we bring it to my pathway of the fourth dimension, original timeline is designed for you. You're supposed to follow the original timeline, but as we grow, we do so many things to tamper with the original timeline, and these are some of the things that can get the person's destiny off the path.
Abusiafo momayema abusiano yako rademfa yamame ekra insi Kojo Ghana TV ni yeda masasa mohwe